school, the last thing you're probably thinking about is being financially independent and paying for things like rent, health insurance, car repairs, vacations, and student loans. But living on a budget is an essential tool to being successful in life. It's your future, and it's time to start planning. So how do you navigate your way through the financial world? Well, it all starts here with Credit for Life.
Credit for Life is an interactive savings project that we do with the kids at Danvers High School. We put the kids at the age of 25 in the career that they want to be, that they have chosen. We don't assign them, the kids tell us what they want to be. We in turn then take that salary at the age of 25, break it down to a monthly budget figure. Then we make the kids do real life simulations. They have to go find housing, they have to find transportation, they have to find food, clothing, and understand what all those expenses are. Then they have to work a budget based on that monthly take-home salary. It's a challenging exercise for the kids to see how much money they have or don't have at the end of the 4-hour period. And it's a life experience that kids need to know. You can't not learn how to do budgeting. It's something you use the rest of your life.
So let's break this down and learn more about the student experience. Meet Fiona.
When you go to your first booth, which is a sign on your name tag, they will give you your folder and it has like a job acceptance letter. So mine was to some random hospital that was like, hey, we want you to be our doctor. And I was like, all right.
Her future physician self makes $49,000 a year, fresh out of college.
I am learning that doctors don't make as much at the end of the month that I thought that they would. So might have to do some career rethinking there.
So we have health insurance and dental.
I'd say it's definitely important because obviously I'm not as good at finances as I thought that I was going to be. And it's really a good reality check as to what the adult world is really going to look like besides the fact that you're an adult and you have freedom.
During the half-day fair, Fiona and her classmates will visit 16 different booths, staffed by about 50 volunteer experts.
There's a bunch of different stations that range from anywhere between like housing and clothing to personal expenses like vacations, sporting events. They have food, they have insurance, and then there's like investment and student loans. And from each of those, you get to pick different options, and then you deduct it from your salary every month. And so it's all like sort of showing you how your finances will look as an adult.
As Fiona and other students shop the virtual mall, they must keep their monthly budget in check and make sure they're living within their means.
Everybody knows that they have a certain amount of income each month, and then determining from that you're going to see how much money you're going to be able to set aside for all the different life expenses that come up that everyone has to deal with, whether it's clothing, housing, cars, retirement, savings, that type of thing. It's all important, and it's all something that people need to think about.
I didn't realize how much money a car would be with all the insurance and like if you get into an accident, all that type of stuff, because if you don't purchase the insurance, like that's a whole nother road that you don't want to go down. So it was very surprising.
The things are expensive. It starts off fine, and then everyone gets a little overwhelmed once they go through and start buying houses and have student loans and things like that.
Well, at first, like I didn't know what I was doing, but after doing it for a while, like you just kind of get the hang of it, and we just budgeted our money.
It's been going pretty good. I only have $100 left in my checking account. Savings account, I still have $700, which is good. I can't really afford any vacations. I got an Xbox, so I mean that'll help me. I have a roommate now. Yeah, I had to pay for 401k, $100 a month, so that kind of stinks, but it'll help me in the long run.
But this financial crash course isn't as easy as you might think. Because, as many of us know, life often throws curveballs that get in the way of our plans.
So this booth is called Life Happens, and it is one of those deals, as you know, as you're going through life, where it can wreck your budget or help your budget. So what happens is the student will come and they will spin the wheel, and they will either get a lottery winning for $1,000, or their car will break down and they'll have to pay $400. It's those life's little things that throw a wrench into your budget.
After visiting the booths, students meet with a credit counselor to find out if their budgeting skills have landed them in the green or in the red.
My ending checking balance was actually at 0. I don't owe anything, but I didn't earn anything either.
I learned how to manage my budget very well and not over exceed the amount of money that I make per month, and that housing, food, and your car payments come before anything else, and you should have a set amount of money that you should not go over.
Remember, budgeting isn't easy, but it isn't impossible. It takes a great amount of self-discipline, expert advice, and utilizing the resources around you to help you succeed.
It's kind of scary for the sense of being, oh, after high school, after college, you're an adult, you have to pay for these things, like, welcome to the real world. Your parents aren't going to pay for everything anymore. But I think it's nice to actually have something that will help you transition into it. I really liked it.
Budget as much as possible, because if you don't, you're gonna have negative $30 and you're gonna want to go back to your studio apartment and cry.
This is your future, and budgeting and saving are keys to your success.
I think this is real world experiences, and it's your choices. It's all about you. Choices, 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 decisions, decisions, decisions. They have to decide what they're going to do the rest of their lives. No one else can make that decision for them. No one else can make that decision for them, what their credit's going to look like. It's all about them. So to me, I can repeatedly say, this is all about you. This is your day. You decide how it goes. You decide how the rest of your life goes.